Good morning, guys, from Goodland, Kansas. We're pushing west here and going into Colorado today. And it is kind of just an ordinary day for us, but it's also a very special day. We are just a small handful of subscribers away from hitting 10,000, which is awesome. And we couldn't have done it without you guys. And we're so happy to have you riding along on our journey. So we're gonna head west for a few hours today, and we have a cousin in Colorado that we're gonna visit. But once we get there and settled in, we're gonna have a little heart-to-heart with you about our journey to get to 10,000 subs and some of the challenges we faced and some things that we've learned along the way and what you could do if you have a goal of building a YouTube channel. Well, guys, things being what they are, it's the next morning. We had a great evening with Audrey, Beck's cousin, and went out to dinner, met the new boyfriend, and I don't know, I look out for those girls. He's a good guy, so he passes the test, Audrey.
We get a stamp of approval for him.
So now's the time for our little kind of open up heart to heart with you about our YouTube channel and the journey to 10,000 subs, and also reveal some behind the scenes numbers that you generally don't get to see on the standard YouTube page.
Well, the first thing that we need to say, obviously, is thank you, because we wouldn't be at 10,000 subscribers without each one of you. And you've really become an integral part of our lives. We love hearing from you every day. We think about you when we're making the videos. And I don't know, it's a completely unexpected component of making YouTube videos that we would get attached to you guys. And apparently you're attached to us too.
Yeah, apparently.
But so thank you, really. You've definitely made our lives enriched by being part of our YouTube channel.
I also want to thank you guys for helping us reach this goal of 10,000. I do know that, we share a little bit of the credit because we're producing the videos, but back in San Diego in April? Yeah. We're going to be on the road for about another 2 to 3 months before we head home to Alaska, and we would really like to hit 10,000 subs before we make it home in July. And we did it with about 2 weeks to spare. Yes. So thank you guys so much for sharing our content and just putting it out there. So as our channel has grown over the years, we've received a little bit of recognition. On the last road trip, we were featured in a Canadian publication called RV West. That was our first
That actually
kind
came
of
pretty
thing.
early on.
Yeah, and it was like, wow, all right, we're doing this, yeah. And then towards the end of that road trip, the first road trip, we were contacted by FMCA, and they wanted to do a feature on us in that monthly FMCA magazine. So that was another
that one
awesome.
Was actually fun. I love that article. Like, when I read the article, he was an excellent writer, I thought.
Very talented.
And when I read the article, I was like, I want to know those people.
And then, just this past week, there's a show. I guess it's syndicated on like 47 markets. It's called The List TV. And they're more on TV, but they've also just started a YouTube channel, like putting their content there. But they used a segment of our one of our actually older casino videos for one of their free camping tips.
Here are 3 ways to stretch your camping dollar even further.
I think we found our people.
Look how large those parking spots are.
We're going to share a little bit of the behind the scenes information with you about our YouTube channel now. Stuff that isn't really available to the public. There are websites out there where they predict, but we'll actually talk about real numbers with you.
Yes. So on the YouTube Creator Studio website, like on an actual computer, the analytics and metrics are very, very detailed. But for day-to-day use, we use the Creator Studio app on our smartphones, and it just gives you essentially what you need for the day-to-day stuff, you know. Very, very good information. So one of the main numbers they give you right off the bat is the real-time views for a 48-hour period. And right now, the day after we reach 10,000, we are getting 21,000 views every 48 hours. That's a very impressive number. Like before we started our first RV road trip, I think we only had like 30,000 total views. So huge.
For a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly. And then you get down into your most recently published videos, and you can see that the video on the family farm is producing well. 2,500 views over the past 48 hours. And these are, the next numbers are over 28 days, but we just generally call it a month. But that's 1.2 million minutes watched over the past 28 days. That adds up.
It does.
We should add that up and we'll put it into the little screen here for you.
How many days people have watched?
Yes, it's a staggering number when you break it down to hours, minutes, days. And now views. I'm very happy with this one because our channel over the past couple months has just been growing tremendously, guys, thanks to you. But right now our views over the past 28 days or month is pretty much at 250,000 views. That's 250,000 views. So that means every 4 months, if we keep this pace up, and actually if we're growing, because there's always going to be growth,
go faster.
Yeah, that's like 1 million views every 4 months. It really adds up over time. Now, for the one everybody is probably curious about is how much do we make off of our YouTube channel? And what you need to know is subscribers, it doesn't really mean how many views you get or how much money you earn, because views reflect how much you earn. It's kind of like golfing. You drive for show, you putt for dough. And driving will be the subs, because that's what everybody sees, but views are what ultimately matters, just like putting, getting it right into that hole. So that being said, right now over the past 28 days we have earned $659.84. That's a pretty impressive number. It's definitely a factor in our long-term goals. Like when we first started making videos, I didn't even know there was vlogging. I was just putting up little videos of me doing stuff around the yard and going fishing with a GoPro on my head. And I didn't know that people were actually making money off it. Now, making money has never been our driving force for producing videos. It's always been expressing and sharing experiences with you guys.
So we realized pretty quickly that there was an opportunity to financially contribute to our lifestyle by making YouTube videos. And that's great because that means that we have the freedom to travel more, and that means that we can make more videos for YouTube. So it's kind of a positive feedback cycle here.
And it's also doing what we love, which we encourage everybody to do in their lives. Is if you don't love what you're doing, sometimes you have no choice but to do it. But set a goal to get out of that rut of not enjoying what you're doing. And I just can't say it enough. Life is short, and do what you love.
So another thing that you can see on the analytics feature of Creator Studio is the demographics about the type of people who watch your videos. So I have to say that for the first one, I'm a little bummed here, and I'd really like to, adjust this number a little bit. But right now, we have about 78% male viewership and about 22% female viewership.
But that's gone as high as 28 at one point.
It has. And, I'm sure over time that might change as our channel changes and grows.
Yeah. But also, not to interrupt, a lot of the people that comment, it's a higher percentage of women that comment than men. So just a little food for thought.
More men watch, but women are more likely to comment.
Yeah, the percentage of women that comment is greater.
Yeah. And in terms of age, and this is something that's shifted a lot over the course of our YouTube channel history.
Teenagers don't watch us. Yeah, what's up, guys?
But we have a pretty strong following in the 55 plus category. So 55 to 64 is 29%. That's our highest category. And then 65 plus is 18%.
That's pretty much half our viewers are over 55 years old.
Mm-hmm. Which makes sense, given that we RV.
And the travel demographic. Yeah. And
then the 35 to 54 range, we've got about 37% of the people watch in that age range.
I'd really like to inspire more people kind of between 25 and 44 to break the mold and to follow their dreams. And there are a lot more young working age people entering the RV travel lifestyle because more and more people are able to work remotely, which is kind of also what we do. And we'll make a whole nother video about how we afford to travel. We'll produce that one fairly soon for you guys. But now top countries, obviously, because we're a US channel, 85% of the views come from the United States. Our friends in Canada are at a solid 6. That was up to 10 at one point. But once we started making some videos about overlanding, we started picking up some more Australian and New Zealand and a few other countries over in Europe. So we love it. We are all about international travel as well.
And we picked up quite a few people from Mexico when we did our Mexico series.
Yep.
So that was really fun to hear from people who actually live in Mexico, and then they started following our channel because they found us when we went down there to Baja this winter.
Now I have to say, what have we learned and what would we do different? I don't necessarily know if we would do anything different. We sure as heck have learned a lot. But we have stayed true to ourselves when it comes to this channel.
Yeah.
So if you ask me today, what would be the best and fastest way to grow a YouTube channel in the RV travel demographic, I would say if you're aspiring for that goal and not sharing experiences like we do RV tours. YouTube is still very, very focused, not YouTube itself, but the YouTube viewers. It's still an excellent platform for learning things. People go to YouTube to research. And if you make content like RV tours and informative, educational RV videos, those are search engine optimized topics. So it helps people find your channel, which is an amazing resource. We've integrated some dedicated educational videos into our lineup, but it's definitely the best way to grow a channel fast. People want to learn. The vlogging thing, I would say, it's been around for a while, but really over the past 5 years, it's been growing a lot. And people quite haven't realized in the mass population, you guys have because you're watching us right now, that there's better stuff on YouTube than on TV. We have pretty much quit watching cable, obviously because we're traveling in the motorhome. But when we were home for 4 months, YouTube channels and Netflix and all that type of stuff, all those online things are far better than regular cable. And more people are going to realize that we can watch these vlogs of people producing stuff every single day. So this next topic is rather sensitive to us because it does kind of hurt. but we lose a fair amount of subs, and I don't necessarily know if everybody does this, but a lot of YouTube viewers kind of only like one dedicated topic. So when I say that, our channel is, if you want to call it the dedicated topic, it's going to be us. We're the dedicated topic. But the fact that we kayak, we RV, we ATV, we travel in Mexico, we got the whole Alaska thing going.
Travel overseas.
We do some travel overseas. That is a lot going on one channel. And I don't really have the energy to make up 5 or 6 channels for all of our content. So we just like to stay true to the vlog of us. But losing subs, it does hurt, but it is a fact of life.
I'm pretty used to it at this point.
What really hurt was last year when we went home, and this is totally opening up something that it's eaten at us, but we haven't really let it get to us too much, is when we went home after our last road trip and got back to Alaska and we started producing some Alaska videos, we started losing subs and people were unsubbing us and losing views, and it just kind of hit the floor, and it's like, what is going on? And that's when we kind of realized that a lot of YouTube viewers kind of only want to stick to one topic. This year, when we go home, we're going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to anticipate us being home for about 12 months. But during this 12-month process, the videos that we're planning on producing are going to be amazing experiences from Alaska. And we have probably 400 videos worth of content that we can pull off of and reference to make an amazing educational series. Yeah. And since we're going to be at home, maybe we'll dedicate one of our extra bedrooms and turn it into a studio and mess around with green screens and maybe get a little goofy here and there. But we're going to have the time and space to make some different content. And maybe I kind of tossed around like the idea of like an RV university or RVU or something. But
I like RVU. I think that would be fun.
It's just going to look weird. RV and then a U, like RVU. I don't know.
U of RV?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But then also while we're home, we're buying a new motorhome, guys. And in the next few days, we're going to be heading over to Ogden, Utah to go look at the ETL Overland boxes that go on the back of these chassis, the cabins. And so there's going to be the process of us building a motorhome on YouTube. And this isn't going to be a normal motorhome. It's going to be a badass 4x4, 4-season, fully capable, apocalyptic, zombie running over in motorhome.
He's not excited about this motorhome at all, by the way.
No, not at all. But I'm pretty enthused about this.
Really?
And just the prospect of sharing this with you guys. Yeah, we're not going to be in Ogden, Utah for the process. But I talked to Andrew, and he's like, yeah, we'll shoot a video together with you guys every week. You know, just highlight what progress has been made, what supplies came in, and he's totally enthused about this idea. So you get to build a motorhome with us. Yeah. That was...
Well, and not only build the motorhome, but with the anticipation of going overseas in this rig, there's a lot of things that have to be done in our life. So we'll include you in that process. You know, if you're going to change the course of your life, there's a lot of planning and preparation that has to be done for that to this degree. And so we'll include you in how all of that goes down, the highs and the lows, because I guarantee there will be both.
Yeah. And a lot of it's just going to be played out like a game of poker. You know, whatever card you're dealt, you just make your next step. Yeah. But right now, we're not full-timers because we still own a house. But when we do go into this next motorhome, it is going to be full-time. And we're going to rent out our house in Alaska, which means consolidating and getting rid of a lot of junk. We're not hoarders by any means, but we have a whole household worth of stuff. And getting all our treasures and like grandma's china and, you know, flatware and stuff like that consolidated and put into a weather-controlled or climate-controlled storage facility up in the Anchorage area. And it's going to be a big process.
It's kind of daunting and overwhelming, honestly.
Yeah. But it'll also be an amazing process to share with you guys if some of you are aspiring to go out of, on the road full time and get out of the house.
Yeah. So I think what we're trying to say is that we have learned so much by full-time RVing the last 2 winters. And we really, because we vlog and share our daily life with you, have not had the opportunity to kind of download the knowledge that we've obtained. Mm-hmm. And we'd like to share that with you. And then we want to include you on this next step of our journey, which is to get a different motorhome and to prepare and take it overseas. So stick around, because there will also be some really fun trips in Alaska.
Oh, there's, if you like Alaska reality shows, just wait till you see our stuff. And even reference back to our playlist, Alaska 2016 Summer. Some amazing content. Snorkeling with salmon, dog sledding on glaciers. Really cool stuff. So now we're going to get back on the road, but we stayed the night at Audrey's good friend's family farm here, and this place is amazing. I can't wait to show you the drone footage I collected today, but it'll be in tomorrow's video. So we're all good? We're done for the day?
I think so.
All right. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, because we want to hit 100,000 here, probably in 2018. That'll be a good goal.
Hit 100,000 subscribers?
In 2018?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do we have to wait until 2018?
No. But I'm, setting a goal that is fairly within reach.
Okay. Well, let's
Unless Oprah sits us down on her couch,
I'll call her this week.
Oh, okay.
I've been meaning to talk to her.
Yeah. Oprah, we'll sit on your couch and, you can share our channel and then we'll go from there. We'll hit 1 million that way.
We would.
If Oprah farts on a book, it goes to the New York Times bestseller. All right. That's enough. We'll see you guys later.